Bam! Welcome to the show this afternoon. This is our first afternoon show. We're here in the afternoon and we're bringing fire to the table like we always do. The day, the night, the morning, the evening, whatever. We're still bringing fire to the table. Night advocates for justice, legal service, paralegal school, coach neighbors service, advice of the neighbors. Call it whatever you want to. We're going to rock and roll tonight. Across the bottom of the screen there is the website, winningcourtnow.com. That's where you can go and find all the fire. And I would appreciate it if you guys would go to the website and check out your options. Scroll down to the review section to check out my reviews that people have left for me, and then scroll down further, check out the most asked questions and answers. Now, the website can be confusing to some people. When you go to the website, it's easier just to click on the product tab at the top of the website there, product tab, and that opens up all of the products in one frame. So then you can see, and then you can click on the product that you want. That's easier to do that than to go to the front page and scroll down all of the big pages. So that's what I would suggest that people do. So suggest that people read the information about the document. Make sure you take the time to study the instructional video that's in the instructional video playlist. The instructional videos are only found in the instructional video playlist on my YouTube channel. Now, the most important videos to watch are the updated in videos in the instructional video playlist. There is an updated video in that playlist that outlines how we crush the state court process before it's time to move over to federal court and finish their butts off. You might want to check that out. And the instructional videos for the lawsuit package that you're interested in are also in that playlist. Other videos, the other 300 and something videos are training videos. Now, it's nice to know those videos, but in the beginning, you need to watch the instructional video and focus on that, because you can't do all those things all at one time. You got to get yourself to the gate. And once you get yourself to the gate, then I can help you with the coaching. And that's some people get a little bit twisted on how that works. You have to get yourself to the gate, and you do that by getting your lawsuit filed in the places where it needs to be, making sure that the parties are served, and that all of those things are things that you have to do yourself. Those are things that you figure out how to get done. All of these things you can find out on Google, how to file a lawsuit, what is the next step. I mean, all of those things you can find out on Google by spending a little time on there. Get yourself to the gate, then the program is set up to help you stay at the gate. That's pretty much how it works. Some people get in the program and they think that the program is about me holding their hand to help them get to the gate. And so that's not the way this works. This works when you get yourself to the gate. Now, I do have coaching, group coaching on Facebook. I don't take phone calls for the lawsuit packages after I dropped the price down from $1,700 to what it is now. I just can't take all those phone calls. I need to have the phone open for people calling in with questions about what package they need or whatever, after they've already went and looked at stuff and whatever. And I'm not trying to be a butthead about this, but here's the thing. When you contact me, if you have questions, after you've educated yourself, our conversation has more value. And the more value our conversation has, the closer you're going to be to meeting the goal that you're trying to get done. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and get rolling on what we're going to be talking about tonight. We got some other things going down tonight, so we want to make sure that we bring this fire to the table and answer some of these questions that people are having. Now, if you guys if you like me, friend me on Facebook, then I can send you the link, or you can find the link to our online course, Lawsuit DIY page. That's the page that I use for the new people coming into the program. You can ask me questions there, or you can message me questions in Messenger. Please, the questions should be pertaining to the program after you've reviewed the instruction video. Now, I don't really spend a whole lot of time answering questions about what ifs, or can I change this and can I change that. You can do whatever you want. This program was structured from real-time feedback from a bunch of people calling in, telling me what these attorneys are trying to do to them or whatever. And in my opinion, the people who want to do that are getting themselves caught up in the conventional program. In the conventional program, you argue all of you, in the non-conventional program where you're going after them for what they're doing to you, for the court process they're using to do what they're doing to you, then you're in a whole different program. You're in a whole different ball game. And that's the ball game that we like to stay in. You need to make sure you stay in the non-conventional part of this, and adding things to it or whatever. You can do that if you want to. If I thought it was important, I would have it in there more likely than not. And the most important thing is to remember, people, this program that we have here, I'm still putting it together. So it's not all, it's still, we are still making changes based off the real-time feedback from people using our stuff. So in my mind, it's important just to follow the program to be right behind the other people that are where they want to be. Or you can do what you think is important, which means now you have two coaches. And it usually doesn't work out very well when there's two coaches or when the programs are not the same. In tonight's video, I'm going to review a few of the excuses that the federal judges are trying to use to dismiss the 42 USC package. And I'm also going to cover the path to attacking the federal judge's excuses, or at least ask some questions about that path. And I am also going to cover a few of the conventional mistakes that people are making in my program. A few of the conventional mistakes that people are making in the non-conventional program. You guys, please make sure that you click on those ads so that I can get the fire ting chang and get paid. So click on those ads so that I can get paid. Make sure that you subscribe and please leave like comment on there. Just leave any comment. Hey, thank you for your work, whatever, because that lets YouTube know that I'm bringing fire to the table. So let's just get started with the first list, the list of excuses that the federal judge will try and use to get you out of their face. Number one excuse that I'm going to start with is that the federal court has no jurisdiction. And when you get yourself in this situation, research the situation. They're saying they don't have jurisdiction because of whatever. By the time you're communicating with me, you should have already researched what they're saying, decided if what they're saying is a bunch of crap, be able to explain to me why they're saying what they're saying is a bunch of crap, and have a game plan for moving forward to stick the crap back, what they're saying, crap back in their face. So all of those things are things you should have already in your head put together from the research. When you call me the same day that you get something from the court and you look like this, okay, there's no value in that. As a matter of fact, there's no value in having and communicating with you on that day when you need to be breathing in the paper bag. There's no value in that because you're not going to remember a thing that we talked about. It's just a waste of our time. When you contact me and you say, hey, this is what they're doing, this is why I think they're doing it, this is why I think they're full of crap and they can't get away with this, and this is what I want to do about it. Now, I have an understanding of where you are with things, and I can help. Hey, you've got a good plan. You might want to do this or that or whatever. But when you come to the table, hey, they're doing this, and what do I do? Well, that's not going to work too well with me because I'm a coach. I don't hold people's hand. So you guys have to do this yourself. I tried this program, setting it up a whole bunch of different ways, and this is the way that is working the best. And the reason it is because you have to understand what the hell we're doing here yourself. People who take that document that you file in their face, that lawsuit, the people who take that lawsuit and understand it, review it, look up stuff, understand it. If you can stick what's on that lawsuit in their face on the phone, I guarantee you they ain't gonna have time to mess with you. But no, that's not what happens in a lot of cases. So I'm gonna try not to just be on like a busy wagon here, but I'm gonna. But my foot is I got one foot is on the wagon. In most cases, people file their stuff, they get them served, they get it done, they get them served, they file it, they serve them, they get it done, and then they go sit the hell down and take time out. I'm waiting. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I don't know. Someone can tell me what the hell you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for. you already know the judge is going to help them. That's the way their program is structured. The judge is going to help them. The federal judge, I mean, unless you think they're going to be fair. Okay, I'm not even. If you think they're going to be fair. Okay, I'm thinking if you're watching this, you don't think they're going to be fair. So let's just move on. Yeah, no, they're not going to be fair. The judge is going to do whatever they can. So the jurisdiction thing, federal court has no jurisdiction. That's what they're going to tell you. Now, if it was me, the first thing I would say, well, wait a minute. How could that be when I'm suing the judge, I'm suing the state, I'm suing the attorney? Oh, wait, not suing them yet. Filed a counterclaim in their case and added them to their own foreclosure case on a state court level. And now I'm suing the state and all of the parties for the illegal court process that violated my due process rights on the state court level. So the only other court for me to go to would be to the appeals court. So maybe you guys should send my send my ass over there. Yeah, so I don't get it. People call me freaking out about that. Okay, so here's one. The federal court will say, well, we're just going to remand you back. Well, wait a minute. This is a new case with a federal case number. There's no remanding shit. Remanding stuff back to the state court is when you move stuff from state court over to here. And we don't do that anymore. We did do that, and we have done that a few times, but now what we do is we just sue them over there, and then after that, we move this stuff as evidence, because now you're going after their asses for violating your due process right. Not the lies, if you paid or what servicer or all, if they served you right. None of that shit matters. None of that matters. And that's why I tell people, I don't want to hear it. I know, so you get mad sometime. Oh, my situation is special. They're trying to steal your property, right? Well, yeah. But I'm not in foreclosure. I mean, look, you're in tax lien. You're in tax lien what? I'm in tax lien foreclosure. There you go. You're damn ill. Everybody wants to split hairs on the word. That's what they want, because that's what they use to kick your ass with in the end. Think about it. I mean, somebody can I get an amen? Somebody can let me know if I'm off base. The fact that the federal court is telling you they don't have jurisdiction is total bullshit. So now, and we got a few more to go through, but now what do? Go sit down? Federal judge said they don't have jurisdiction. Oh my. Guy's package is shit. No. So, are you talking to the magistrate judge? Oh, wait. Several videos on the magistrate judge showing that the magistrate judge don't have consent to be involved in anybody's shit. Then the magistrate judge illegally. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a whole section, maybe 3 sections. On how to handle the judge on my YouTube channel. Yep. So to me, it's simple. What do you do when someone violates you? Appeal? No, that's not what I do. What do you do when someone violates you? So the judge, what are you going to do about it? If you're not going to do shit about it, then they're going to keep doing it. So that's what it comes down to. What are you going to do about it? This whole process that we have here comes down to what the hell are you going to do about it? So I'm not trying to get on there. Maybe am I on a good wagon? I think I'm on a good wagon, right? What are you going to do about it? That's what this shit boils down to. The judge, their process, their system, they're going with the odds. And they have really good odds, and they've been kicking people's ass for a real long time with their odds. So they're going with the odds. So I filed this, and then they didn't answer. So I filed this, and then they didn't answer. So then I filed this, and this, and they didn't. Well, they already know your ass is scared because you're not letting them answer. At some point, the judge is going to have to get off the fence. And when the judge gets off the fence, if you've done your homework, you will know what you need to do. Put them ass back up on the fence. Now clean that up a little. But if you don't do your homework and you go sit down, I've got people in the program that haven't attended a single live stream. They don't watch none of the stuff that we post on Facebook about what other people are doing or what we're changing. They don't watch none of that. They just went and file their stuff. And then they contact me later all maxed out because their stuff is getting, that's the, you can't go and sit down. Even after you're still in your house and they go sit the hell down, you still can't go sit down, because they will come back. So you guys need to keep that in mind. Federal court's jurisdiction, that just it just makes me, you guys see, I get a little bit riled up when people come and telling me that. So if you're telling me that federal court has no jurisdiction, oh, the judge said that. Well, if you're telling me what the judge said, then you believe his ass. If you don't believe his ass, then you shouldn't be telling me that. Not that way. I should be getting the whole thing. This is the shit they said. This is why they said it. This is bullshit. This is what we're going to do about it. What do you think? That's a whole different program. Now, if you're going to believe what they said about the no jurisdiction shit, then you don't understand the damn thing that you're doing. And I guess that's really the problem that I have. If you believe that, you don't understand the damn thing that you did. You don't understand what you did. And if you're facing, the statute, we already went over the fact the statute it's not a valid law. So they're using the statute. They're already at the gate jacked up. That's the first one. They don't have jurisdiction. Well, how could they not if you're suing all of them? You can't sue them in state court because their state court buddies would have conflict of interest. I think, I don't know. I'm not that smart. But I'm thinking that's the way that would go if everybody, and I'll tell you right now, if you do your shit right, their buddies are not going to want to have any part of it. Okay, they're not going to want any part of it. They're not going to want their name on something. And if you are a pain in their ass, they know you're not going to go sit the hell down. They know you're not going to go and sit the hell down. Now, let's move on. The next one is the Rooker-Feldman doctrine. They say that they're dismissing your case based off of the Rooker-Feldman doctrine. Now, people call me or email me about this, and I can tell just from the tone of their voice that they just got the shit in their mail, number one, and they haven't spent a single second researching it or reading it to see what it's about. The Rooker-Feldman doctrine is some crap. There's a statute, some crap they put together to block the plaintiff in state court from using the federal court as an appeals court if they lose. Now, the last time I checked, your ass was not the plaintiff in state court. And some of the definitions of this have it twisted. Oh, what? The shit is twisted? Why would it be twisted? Their whole legal system is twisted. The Feldman doctrine is referencing the plaintiff in a state court case, not the defendant. And here's the thing. And this is why this kind of pisses me off. It's so stupid. If people spent the time to look this shit up, they would find out that every state has a statute that allows you 3 to 5 years to file your wrongful foreclosure lawsuit after they steal your shit. So if that was the case, how could they have these statutes to block you from And Rooker-Feldman is the one I remember. There's another one too back on the East Coast that they used, and I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's the same thing. It's the same damn thing. But you're not a plaintiff in the state court process. Even when you file your counterclaim up in their shit, you're still not the plaintiff. You're the defendant. And then soon after that, you stop being the damn defendant. The other thing that they're going to try and use is they're going to tell you that it's a state court case. Well, wait a minute. It has a federal court case number. Yeah. And people fall for this shit. It's a state court case. No. It's a federal court case with a federal court case never filed in this court. Now, if you fools would like to be added to it, I could add y'all. So I don't even have to spend very much time on that one, I don't think. But I've had a few people go sit down because of that. They didn't know what the hell to do. And I have people get in the program and they ask, okay, what do I file first? Well, those people, those people get to talk to the grumpy ass. They get to talk to the grumpy ass coach. Seriously, they're lost and don't know what to do. So my thing is, why are you here? Why did you get in the program? You got in the program to file a lawsuit, I think. Okay. So if you got in the program to file a lawsuit, then maybe the damn lawsuit is what you need to file first. Come on now. Oh, wait, there is an instructional video but we don't have time to watch that because we're in a hurry. Guarantee you right now, those people in a hurry end up more stressed out than they was in the first place because their ass gets backed up against the wall. and then you have to do this shit over because they didn't do it right. There's a reason that you have to do it the way that it's outlined. There's a reason for that. Get yourself jammed up, and then once that happens, they move your ass up on the eviction list to hurry up and get your butt to where they need to have you, so they don't have you showing other people how to do this shit. That's how that works. Now, what do you do when the federal judge is helping the attorney? I'm like, what the hell is that? How the hell is that any different than what you're already doing? You're learning how to control the court. I know when you file this shit in federal court, you didn't think that they were just gonna go sit down. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna make it easier for him because he's got coach's shit. No. What do you do when the judge is helping them? Well, what did you do when the state court judge was helping them? It's simple to me. I mean, I grew up in the hood. Anybody helping them kick my ass is going to be on the list. And so if the judge is helping them, then the judge's ass is going to be on the list. I don't care. You know, I've helped a few people. I can't talk about the one time that I helped someone, but I did help someone one time. And the magistrate judge got put on the list after we objected, demand reconsideration, and then recused him. Then we put them on the list, and that was the problem. Just doing that blocked them from shenanigans for quite a while, because now they're not sure how to go with this, because you're making each one of these fools that sign their shit, you're holding each one of them accountable. Everybody thinks it's about the case law. It's about no. It's about talking shit and backing it up. That's what it's about. You want them to go sit the hell down and get out of your face because they don't have time. They do not have time to deal with you because you're costing them time and money. And more so letting other people know that you can do this. Yeah, I would object, demand reconsideration, and then refuse the judge. Now, I have this outlined in the videos for handling the judge. You should always people call me because the judge ruled. I don't care. I don't care if the judge rules. You're going to object, you're going to stick it back in his face, and you're going to make them have to rule again after you recuse the judge and make the new judge have to step up into this hot pile of and a lot of times people who've done that correctly are still in their house and they're not being screwed with. No, I know I have people telling me, oh, how many can you put it? You know, I don't give a shit about none of that. Because if you're thinking that you don't want to get in my program because you don't know how many people are still in their house, or you have no idea what the success is in it because you're thinking the success from the conventional terms, then my program's not for you. So I'm thinking you must have another program, another game plan, and you must be very confident that it's working to be sitting around asking stupid questions. Okay. At the end of the day, you should be able to look at what we're doing and make a determination if this sounds like it would work for you. Okay. Because all that fancy Dan case law bullshit, all that stuff, it's all total bullshit. It's all bullshit. So the attorney will make you think that you need. And I tell people that this is what I tell people. You can screw up your shit yourself. You don't have to pay somebody to screw up your stuff. Okay. But seriously, you do it yourself. You know how much time you put the time. You can get whatever if you're willing to do whatever it takes. If not, then you probably should throw your own shit out in the yard. I'm just saying. Accuse the judge, any judge. In my program, you're going to have to kick the judge's ass. And I say that in the video. And this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to kick the judge's ass because the judge is going to help them. But I guess people follow this stuff and they think that, I don't know that the judge is not going to help them. I don't know what the hell. But that time that you spend sitting on your ass, you should have spent learning how to kick the judge's ass, because that's what's going to be the next step here. I mean, don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to be a pain, but I'm just saying you need to have a different mindset, a different way of thinking. Oh, I need to do this so the judge is going on bullshit. None of that shit is any way of thinking that you need to be in my team. I'll make your ass go run. I'll make you go sit on the bench. The bench is out behind me there on the ninth floor. So, now, you should always be looking for a way to smash the judge in the face when the judge tries to help the attorney. That's what this is. So If you got that down and you studied the videos on my YouTube channel, and my channel is set up now to use the second part of the title to search for things that you need to learn. You get that down, you already know what you need to know when the judge gets started helping them. And in some cases, you can head that shit off by stepping up to the plate and getting some words on the court record. Excuse me, federal judge. I'm filed a federal lawsuit, 42 USC, blah, 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 against all of them. And so their buddies would have conflict of interest. And you sound, sound like your fat ass got it. Oh, sorry. Got carried away. I got carried away. So we have videos teaching you how to do that, but people don't watch them because they make the mistake of sitting on their ass until the fire starts. And then when the fire starts, they're running around like crazy. So I like to start the damn fire. That's what we do here. So people fail to understand the value of studying the instructional videos or the updated instructional videos. Anything updated is more important because it has the new changes that have been added to it based off of real-time feedback that comes in from all of the people that are in my one group that's using my stuff. One of the big problems that people do is they get the package and then they're so focused on stopping the sale or whatever, they run over and they file the restraining order, or they try to file the restraining order. Now, if you're in non-judicial, then and you're not in the eviction process, then there's no court. Well, they'll tell you there's no court case, but I think absolutely there is, and they're bullshitting with you because there's no way they can sell your property on the courthouse steps in 30 days if they didn't have administrative file in the court. So that's a whole different video. But people rush over and they think I'm going to file, even if they are in a judicial, they think I'm just going to file a restraining order. Well, filing a restraining order in somebody else's case, no, you got shit for the program. You can't file a restraining order until you have some reason to restrain them on the court record that the court's going to respect. I throw that respect shit in there because there you go. That's it. That is it. Remember, the court ain't there to help your ass or to be fair. The court is there to help them fools take your shit so they all can get paid and make bank. So that's how. So you can rush down and file a restraining order. People think that the first thing they need to do is stop the sale. No, stopping the sale is not the most important thing that you need to be thinking about. As a coach, stopping the sale is not the most important thing you need to be thinking about. In my opinion, the most important thing that you need to be thinking about is having a game plan in place that's going to block the eviction process, because you can block the sale all day long. But if you don't have a game plan in place to block the eviction process, once you block the sale, they're going to take a time out and go into stall mode. They're going to throw your shit in a basket on the table over there and help and stall your ass off until they get you into the eviction process. That's how they're going to do that. So make sure that you follow the program according to the instructional videos and don't run down to file the restraining order just to stop. Now, with all that being said, if you stop the sale, then more likely than not, you're going to stop the eviction process. But it could be, I've seen people not follow and do what they're supposed to and get themselves jammed up because they didn't follow the steps. So the most important thing is to have a game plan that's going to stop the eviction process. And that game plan is, I'm just going to blow it right, as simple as hell. That game plan is attacking the people who signed. You want to attack the people who signed to take your shit. That would be the attorney. You want to attack the person who signed in court to rule on the other person taking your shit. And they're all from the same club, and that'd be the judge. And you also want to add the state in there, because the state is the one that's financing all of them taking your shit, and the state already has your deed in their office, and the state sent you a fake ass copy of that deed, and there's no law that says you have to put your deed in their office. So And here's a question for you. Most people don't realize that the real estate deed fraud is what the state did to get your deed in their office, and that real estate deed fraud violated the state law. State law says that deed's supposed to be delivered to you, but that's not what they do. They do what they call their constructive delivery, and they register your deed in their office, and then they make a fake ass copy, which is a security. They just made a copy of a security to send it to you for, and that's totally counterfeiting, and yeah, there's some other stuff that's the problem with some other stuff too. They do that all the time. And once they do that, that allowed the alleged lender, to put the fake lien against your property. And the reason that the lien was fake, it was because think about this. If there were several people who own property, for a lien can be placed on that property, all of those people would have to be present to sign. Yep. So the fact that the alleged lender, accepted your signature on the alleged proves that you own the property already. I smell stink. And that's usually what I use when these fools, attorneys, get in my face on Facebook and try to give me a hard time. I just throw it right there. I just tell them, look, I'm not smart as you guys. I play football in college and I box. Those are two things that not smart people. So I have to keep everything simple. Maybe you guys can explain to me how my signature signed down there. I was already the owner. Yeah, and you guys didn't deliver it like the law said you would. And you know what? If I was in court, that's what I would be telling the judge. Judge, you're here to uphold state law, right? Yep. And that's why we're here, right? Yep. Well, here's the thing. They violated state law when they didn't deliver my property deed to me like the state law mandates that it should. And then you can read out the state law. I know the state law is bullshit, but we use it when we need to for us. Just like they're doing. Mm-hmm. Now, Judge, I'm going to need you to order them to deliver my deed to my house tomorrow. And remove any records of my property from their office. And I'm also going to request that you order them to contact their credit reporting agency and straighten up any of the lies that they were told about, and anything else. And I'm also going to need to have at least $500,000 to pay my legal team. Okay, well, I do the last part then. The legal team should get what the legal team deserves. Now, I always say the legal team because we're all stupid and we can't be the legal team. If you're kicking their ass, it has to be some other people. Oh, these fools ain't got no damn sense at all. So following restraining order is not going to help you. Okay? Following restraining order is not going to help you. Now, one of the other things that people need to be doing is figuring out other ways to put pressure on these fools. Do they have some kind of a compliance department that you can complain that they're violating your rights and ignoring their stuff? I mean, is there a blog? I mean, I don't know. There's ways that you can do to turn the heat up on these people. And if you're not sitting back waiting, maybe you can figure out some of those ways and bring them to the table so other people can. Now, in the process of making a new instructional video outlining the steps for deploying the new prosecutor eliminator package. The prosecutor eliminator package addresses the criminal crap without an injured party. So anytime they're coming after you for criminal charges without an injured party and no damage to property, then this package would be perfect for you. And it's special because it attacks the prosecutor. Now, there's a sanction motion in pretty much all of my documents, but the sanction motion against this prosecutor was beefed up. And that beefing up of the sanction motion can be done by anybody that has the package. And this is part of being in school. You'll learn how to do this stuff yourself. You just need to stop breathing in the bag so you can see the paper. When state employees are violating your rights, you must act. You must do something about it, because if you don't, the odds are they're going with the odds. The odds are most people don't do shit. If you don't do something, then you might as well just go throw your own shit in the yard, because that's what's going to happen. Okay, maybe you can pack your own shit up and store it somewhere. I still like throwing it out in the yard because to me that's for the people who give up. Now, what I'm teaching here are strategies for controlling the court process, and but everyone's lost when you get to federal court, and I don't get it. I don't get it. There is no difference holding the federal people asked to the table, just like you're doing in state court. What the hell's the difference? There's no difference from where I'm sitting. So lady asked, well, what do you do with it? Well, the federal court screwed me over. I'd file a claim against their ass in state court and put a oh, yeah, we could be a pain in the ass. Maybe we'll move their shit to the federal court of claims. No, they won't. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, you start educating yourself on different courts to move through, you will find out that they've been lying to you for a while. Yeah, they've been lying to you for a while. And you're violated and nobody suffers for the violation. The bar members will continue to violate you until you cost them time and money. So that's pretty much how that goes. Thank you for the value of sharing your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you click those ads. Click the ad. Click that. That's my grumpy face.